So I'm out here trying to analyze both of these guys' mentality. And Brandon Moreno is talking about how he's happy, win or lose. And that he's happy that he's made history with being the very first Mexican-born champion, with being the very first quadrilogy in the UFC. And that he's happy and that he's satisfied. That he's able to make history. That he's able to be the very first quadrilogy in the UFC. And when you have two very skilled fighters that are toe-to-toe in their skill set, you are going to look at their mentality. You're going to look at how they're going to approach the fight. And Brandon Moreno is talking about the mentality that win or lose, he's happy. Deiveson Figueiredo, on the other hand, is not happy if he loses. He's only gonna be happy if he wins. Because generally fighters saying that they are happy win or lose, they're not gonna go in there and do everything in their power to win. Because they can be happy with losing. They will not try everything in their power to win. Because they're gonna be happy with losing as well. I mean, the easier option is to lose. When you're in those situations where you are losing a fight, you will take the easier path. Because you'll be happy in the path of losing. So the mentality is very different between these two. Deiveson Figueiredo is only gonna be happy if he wins. Brandon Moreno is going to be happy if he wins or loses. Most fighters that say that they're happy, win or lose, they lose. Because they don't try everything in their power to win. Because they're happy even if they lose. Deiveson Figueiredo, on the other hand, is only happy if he wins. He's not gonna be happy if he loses. Brandon Moreno is happy if he loses. So in those situations where he is losing, he would take the easier path, which is just to lose. Like, I can just feel this sense of this anger, this God of War energy that I'm getting from Deiveson Figueiredo. He talked about how he's not gonna back off, that he's just gonna push it. He's gonna put everything on Brandon Moreno. He's gonna put everything and he's gonna give it to Brandon Moreno, and he will not back off. And that Brandon Moreno will break. That Brandon Moreno will not be able to take the punishment. Will not be able to take the brutal shots. The pressure. That he's gonna stay on him, give him everything that he can give, and he will not back off. I can feel that fire inside of him. Brandon Moreno, on the other hand, is talking about how he's done, that he wants to be done. He's looking forward to be done with this whole saga, with this whole drama between him and Deiveson Figueiredo. He was asked a question on the MMA Hour, and the question was, are you looking forward to be done with Deiveson Figueiredo? And Moreno just said, of course. Like, I'm tired of fighting this guy. The same question was given to Figueiredo, and Figueiredo answered with, I got no problem with it. Moreno is looking forward to fight a different guy that is not named Deiveson Figueiredo. He's looking forward. You can't look forward when you got a guy right in front of you that is planning to beat you up. He's looking at a different guy. He's looking at a different opponent. He's looking at the landscape of the flyweight division. He's looking at guys like Muhammad Mokaev, looking at guys like Andre Pantoja and all these guys, and Nicolau, that guy. And he's looking forward to going past Deiveson Figueiredo when Deiveson Figueiredo is right in front of him. Why are you looking at the future? Focus on the present. Focus on the guy that's right in front of you, that's looking to put you in the abattoir over there in Brazil. You do not want, if I'm a fighter, I do not want to look past my opponent. I do not want to look past my opponent that is planning to kill me. Deiveson Figueiredo is a murderer. He's going to put the hurt on you. I mean, if you're looking at a different guy, at a different opponent, if you're planning ahead, if you're planning to beat this guy, then this guy, then this guy, when you got Deiveson Figueiredo right in front of you, that's a bad thing. I mean, you truly want to look at the mentality of both of these fighters. Brandon Moreno is talking about how he's happy win or lose. When you have that mentality, you are not gonna go in there with the intention to only win because you're only gonna be happy if you win. Brandon Moreno is satisfied. He's happy with losing as well. And he's talking about moving past Deiveson Figueiredo and fighting a different guy that's not named Deiveson Figueiredo when Deiveson Figueiredo is his opponent. You're looking at a different guy when there is a killer, when there's a murderer right in front of you. When I look at the mentality of both of these guys, they're very different. I could comfortably give the mentality edge to Deiveson Figueiredo. Like, you hear how he talks, you hear that he just has this fire in him, that he wants to put the beating on this kid, that he wants to put it on him and not back off. When you have two very close guys, when you have two very skilled fighters that are toe to toe, you would want to look at their mentalities. And if I compare these two guys' mentality, I could comfortably give the edge to Deiveson Figueiredo.